Fastlane has been a semi-regular pay-per-view since 2015, and it's got a less than stellar track record. From screwy finishes to unpopular results, this last stop before Mania has found itself in controversy more often than not. However, in between all the bad stuff, there have been several great matches that are often forgotten. So, since Fastlane is taking place this Sunday, I decided to look back at the best the past 6 years had to offer. I'm Pomi Wrestling, and this is my top 5 Fastlane matches. At number 5, Roman Reigns vs Brock Lesnar vs Dean Ambrose. Let's start with this wild triple threat between two-thirds of the Shield and the Beast. That started as a fairly straightforward story of Lesnar dominating his opponents as they did everything in their power to stop him from ending the match prematurely. Things took a turn once Lesnar was put through the announce table twice, transforming this bout into a showcase of Dean and Roman's superb in-ring chemistry for most of the final stretch, before Lesnar returned in an exciting ending sequence that the crowd hated because Roman won. Nevertheless, this was still a quality main event that delivered the best kind of hard-hitting action everyone expected from these men. At number 4, AJ Styles vs John Cena vs Kevin Owens vs Sami Zayn vs Baron Corbin vs Dolph Ziggler for the WWE title. This kind of random six-pack challenge had everything in its power to reach the top, with everyone involved getting a bunch to do. The sheer variety in the participants made sure we got some of the best move sequences on the entire list. From high-flying maneuvers to huge power spots, the action was almost non-stop for the entire 22 minutes. However, near the end, Shane McMahon got involved and kind of ruined the flow of the match for a bit. It wasn't terrible, but irritating enough to stop this bout from ranking any higher. Nonetheless, we still got a thrilling bout that showcased everyone in the right way, and was a highlight of AJ's title reign. At number 3, Samoa Joe vs Rey Mysterio vs Andrade vs R-Truth for the United States title. Around this time, the US title picture saw a very brief renaissance with a series of fast-paced, spot-filled encounters that were the highlight of any event they were in. This last-minute change to the card was no exception, squeezing a main event worth of action into just about 10 minutes. It almost stole the whole show, with everyone looking like a legit title contender at several points throughout the match. Rey and Andrade continued flexing their lucha expertise and unmatched chemistry. Truth showed once again that he's more than just a comedic relief, and Samoa Joe was made to look like an absolute monster for most of the match before picking up a dominant victory. At number 2, Roman Reigns vs Daniel Bryan. Let's get the bad out of the way first. This bout was structured to put over Roman as a resilient babyface en route to his match with Brock Lesnar. But the crowd didn't give a crap. Bryan was their guy and they weren't taking anyone else. That didn't stop Roman from getting worked over for a good part of the first half, before making the big comeback in the second half. However, that second half featured some absolute top-notch wrestling, with both men pushing each other to their limit in a fantastic back-and-forth fight, with some great reversals and near falls. Aside from the crowd reception, this was a nearly perfect passing of the torch-esque type of match, as well as a weird star-making performance for Roman that failed to make him a fan favorite, but confirmed he was more than capable of delivering a main event-worthy singles match. Can't wait for the rematch this Sunday. Before revealing number 1, I'll quickly go through a few honorable mentions. Shinsuke Nakamura vs Rusev. Both men were at the peak of their popularity around this time, giving this already pretty good bout a hot crowd that turned this into a near-perfect opening contest. The Revival vs Bobby Roode and Chad Gable vs Aleister Black and Ricochet. Similarly to the US title Fatal 4-Way, this was a showcase of what WWE's tag division can do when given few restraints in a decent amount of time. AJ Styles vs Chris Jericho. In between a series of bouts they had, there is this fun, if slightly forgotten, first pay-per-view singles encounter for the Phenomenal One, that once again established him as a guy with a bright future in WWE. Kevin Owens vs Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental title. There is not much to this one in terms of the story, Just KO continuing his great first year in WWE, and Ziggler being a reliable opponent to go 15 minutes on pay-per-view. Roman Reigns vs Braun Strowman, a very physical big man brawl, with Roman bringing the best out of Braun up to that point, before giving him his first pinfall defeat to a mixed reaction from a less than thrilled crowd. At number 1, Daniel Bryan vs Kevin Owens vs Mustafa Ali for the WWE title. On paper, this match was destined to fail. Ali was added at the last minute, and as a result, the crowd was more than ready to go full Royal Rumble 2014 on the match. They wanted to see Kofi, and this decision only made their desire much bigger, which, in all fairness, was by design, since Kofi was already en route to win the belt at Mania. However, I don't think sacrificing this title match in Ali was the right way to do it. Gratefully, Bryan, Owens, and Ali were more than capable of harnessing all the heat and diverting it into the champion, thanks to some exceptional move sequences, solid character work, and Ali taking a couple of memorable and jaw-dropping bombs. The work was so brilliant, halfway through the match, the crowd was fully on board cheering for the babyfaces, making this already noteworthy match into the highlight of an already well-received show. For all the hard work put into it, not only to deliver something special, but also to avoid a catastrophe with the audience reaction, I consider this the best match in Fastlane history. Did I miss any match? If so, leave a comment down below with your favorite encounter in the show's history. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter @Pomi Wrestling for any update. That's all for now. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, see ya!